Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike Buckley with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Raptor 361 LEV fifth wheel toy hauler. I'm here to walk you around the unit, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration. Your slides first and foremost. Make sure there's room for your slides to come out, not impeded in any way, and preferably nothing hanging directly right over top of it. Just saves you from having to clean them off. Also want you to think about where your water and electricity hookups are. They're both going to be right here on your off-camp side, toward the front of the slide, your power and your water. So your whole docking station's right here. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities. Hitchman will go over to hitch work with you. If you're unhitched, on the front here is your landing leg controls. Extend or retract to level the front off. Once you've got your front level, you're unhooked, you're going to come back to your rear stabilizing jacks. These are on your campsite. Simply hit extend and bring them down. Now the only thing I want to mention on these, remember, they're stabilizing jacks, so get your unit level with your front extension legs and then bring these down. Now what I do recommend are jack pads. Jack pads are going to sit on the ground here and protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. So grab you a few of them from our store and run these down just until they're taut. Remember, you already have your unit level. These are just stabilizing jacks. Run them back up. Once you've got your stabilizing jacks down, we can go ahead and hook your power. Again, your power and electricity's this long, starts here, long 50 amp cord. At the end of your 50 amp, you have a 50 to 30 amp dog bone, that yellow piece there. And should you ever need it, also in your convenience pack is the 30 to 110 adapter, if you ever need to plug into 110. So with these Furrion plugs, they push in, twist sideways, and then put your gray washer on. That holds it nice and taut. Once your power's hooked up, you can hook your water up. Sewer tank, city water connection. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. You don't know what different parks are set at their water pressure, so always use this water pressure regulator. It's going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Go ahead and hook that up. Water pressure regulator, then your hose, but don't turn your hose on. We're going to find your hot water heater. Right over here, there's your cover for it. Right next to your doorway is your hot water heater. You're just going to make sure your pressure release valve is closed down. Then you can turn your water on. Once your water's been on for a little while, you're going to go ahead and pull on this, and you can release air out of the lines. Once you get a nice steady flow of water coming out of here, you know that your hot water heater is full, and you can light it from indoors. Now, should you be going camping and you don't have city water connect, go ahead, come over to your campsite and fill up your freshwater connect. Non-pressurized, so you just fill it up with a hose. Do the same thing, be able to tell when your hot water heater is full. Just remember, whenever you're using fresh water is when you're going to want to use your water pump. Don't use your water pump when hooked up to city water. So we got a water hooked up or electricity hookup. I'll walk you around the outside before taking you inside. You have a spray port here to spray the unit off. A 110 and cable connect here if you want to put a TV outside. Here's your furnace heat release. If your furnace is on, steer clear of that, it'll get rather warm. That has access to the back of your fridge. That is a vent for your microwave and your outdoor speakers there. Your big awning, we'll run that out shortly. Do you have your outdoor fridge? Quite a big fridge. Access to the garage, another doorway. Scare light up top. This is a vent on the inside that you can open up, an exhaust vent. Down here again, your stabilizing jacks. In the back is your big ladder and your door. Excuse me, no ladder, your door. Lights out here. Back around this side of the unit is for your fuel pump, fueling station, and where you put your fuel in. Again, another vent that you can open up from inside. You got wipers on your slide. They do have what's called a wiper fluid. Actually, not what we're thinking, but it's called a wiper fluid. Keeps these nice and viable for you. You get a lot more years out of your wipers without having to replace them. Have it open right now, the slide, but we'll have the slide closed when we're leaving. There's where you dump your tanks at. Over here's your exterior shower, cable and satellite hookups, your city water connect. And when you're dumping your black tanks, we'll hook up our water pressure regulator again and use the sewer tank flush to clean out your black tanks. They gave you a nice convenient spot to store your sewage hose. Big pass-through storage with tie downs in there as well. Some lighting. Propane tanks, I want to mention they are on a regulator. Simply point this toward the tank that you want to be using. Lefty loose to open. Your Cummins generator on the front here. Over here is just some more storage. And then around this corner is your battery. There's your hand crank. Override your slide out. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's take a look on the inside. Alright, so I put your hot water heater cover back on. I want to let you know that this one actually comes off with a regular flathead screwdriver. It's coming inside the unit here. Right to your right, first off, is your battery disconnect. That's very important. You'll want to use that because your carbon monoxide detector right over here, that runs off your battery all the time. So if you're going to be gone, you don't have anything plugged in charging your battery, use this battery disconnect so your carbon monoxide detector doesn't run it down. Fuse box, breaker box. Looks like you got quite a few 15s, a couple 20s. Highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. More importantly, just to the left of the door when you come in, here's your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's going camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is by the entry doorway in case of emergency. Let's go to your control panel here. Starting from the left, this is where you turn on your water pump. Again, this is where you turn on your water pump if using potable water. Here's where you turn on your water heater. Interior, porch, and security lights, patio light. Your outdoor and indoor speakers, got all of them turned on. Your awning running in and out. I'm going to extend that out while I talk about the rest of it. Your generator start here. I'm going to start that up as well. Here's where you bring your slide in and your slide out. Here's your awning. You're only going to want to run that until it falls down to 90 degrees there. It's a little wet, so it's sticking, but just run it out till you see the silver. All power. So here's your two slides. Here's your fuel level and your area in the back for your fuel. And here's where you'll check your tanks. Awning's in. Your battery's new. All the other tanks are empty. Close your door here. Bring you down here on the bottom. That's your carbon monoxide detector. That runs off 12 volt. Again, use your battery disconnect so that don't run it down on you while you're gone. Smoke alarm. Got individual lighting throughout the unit. Coming over here to your light and fan above the stove. This metal piece makes an excellent backsplash. Just bend it back. Turn your stove to light. Hit the spark when the gas is on, it'll light. Maybe I should turn the gas on. Down below there, it's another speaker. Over here's your Dometic fridge. Here's where you turn it on. When it's in, it's on auto. The other is gas. Auto means when you're plugged in, it'll run off electricity. As soon as you unplug it, it'll run on gas. Or you can release it and it'll run off just gas. Here's where you change your levels. Your sound system. Fireplace. Deep direct TV hookup up there. I don't know if you have an account for that. Coming to the back of the unit, your big ladder to set outside. Your Vizio TV as well. All of your lighting in here. And your bunks. Up here is more lighting for this. And your bed control. Fantastic fan up top. I'll bring the bed down. As it comes down, the top bunk will automatically stop. Then you can bring these couches down the rest of the way. Up there is the fan. Control for that fan is right here to the right. Open up the fan and then turn it on. And there's your bunk area. All your tie downs in here. Coming up to your lazy boy chairs. Actual lazy boys. This should be your fan, your ceiling fan. There's your light. There's the fan. I'll shut the fan off here. There. Coming up your steps. In the hallway is your furnace. Turn on the heat. Turn off, turn on the fan. Turn on the air. Turn on everything from here. Here's your remote for your TV back here. You have another AC unit back here. Another smoke alarm. I want to mention on the television hookup, when you get to the campsite, press this in so you have a green light and then scan for channels. It's a digital channel enhancer. Lots of speakers throughout the unit. It's like a nice aftermarket add-on. One thing I want to mention on this slide is when you bring it in, make sure this pantry door is closed so the slide doesn't hinder on it, and that all your chairs are secured down. Boat covers the inside. Let's take a look on the outside to close it up. Before we go any further, I do want to start your generator for you. Show start. I hit prime 3 times. Hold start. And it's running. Come back up here. Hit stop to shut it off. I just want to bring in your slide. This main slide here, so I can show you how to dump your tanks. Again, you just want to make sure everything's clear. Once that slide is all the way in, as you know, it's okay to hear that noise. It's just the slide setting itself. As a reminder, close your door, lock it, and deadbolt it. Lift and turn your handle. Come to the back and lift up your stabilizing jacks. Go into your hot water heater and bleed the water out with the water pressure regulator. Come around to your dump station. Take the sewage hose in your convenience pack, hook it up here, and pull your black tank there. Once it sounds like your black tank is no longer dumping, sounds like it's done, leave your handle open, come over, and again with your water pressure regulator, hook it up and run this for about 5 minutes. It's going to wash out your black tank, get all that nastiness out of it. Unhook your hose and water pressure regulator, close up your black tank, pull your gray handle. Alright, so this is an older unit I wasn't familiar with. There is no gray handle, everything's on the one handle right there. Take and store your sewage hose in here, and you are good to go. Again, we thank you for your purchase. We hope you enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping.